the Sahara Desert is a place where 250 millimeter rain falls in a year. The temperature is terribly high in the daytime, breaking off to fall below 0 degrees at night. However, it's an amazing place full of excitement, wonder, where a variety of events survive in them. Way spend the day in the Sahara Desert.
The sun begins to rise, it brings energy to the dry land. The animals get up from a long night of sleep and begin to move.
The beetle enjoys the sun and lowers its head to drink the dew which has fallen off his back. A cool night in the desert has made the lizard body cool. The lizard worms its back upon a rock before it can be active. The sand grouse, the desert bird, gathers water in its feathers and takes it back to its babies.
When the sun is burning the sea and taking the last of the water away, the sun also shade. The fennec fox lost to come to the sea and then hides under the tree to take a break. It's very can put the desert heat. We also serve so you can walk on the sand.
Suddenly a sandstorm comes. The strong wind blows the sand everywhere. Animals like behind the trees or under the sand away from the camera is too big to hide, but don't worry, it long pretty eyes are not to pollute. They also protect its eye from the sun.
After the sunset, it gets cold and dark in the desert. Now is the time when the world animal become extinct.
In the darkness, the cheetah will around and look for its meals as really good night vision so that it can look for its food one day.
The desert snake hides itself down into the sand by shaking its body from side to side. The snake will soon be hidden, ready to strike its prey. As the night is growing late, it's getting colder, but the Sahara Desert.
The Sahara Desert is the place where only 250 millimeter of rain falls. The temperature is terribly high in the daytime, but it can also fall below 0 Celsius at night.
However, it's an amazing place full of excitement and wonder, where the ability of animals survive in their own way, where it's in Sahara Desert.
The sun begins to rise. It brings hidden energy to the dry land. The animals get up from a long night of sleep and begin to move.
The beetle enjoys the sun and lowers its head to drink the dew which has fallen off its back. A cold night in the desert has made the lizard body cold.
The lizard worms itself up on a rock before it can be equipped. The sandy grouse or desert bird gather water in its feathers and takes it back to its baby.
The sun is burning the sand and taking the last drop of water away. Desert animals look for shade. The fennec walks across the sand and hides under the tree to take a break. Its fur can reflect the desert heat. Its feet are also covered with fur so that it can walk on the hot sand.
Suddenly a sandstorm comes. The strong wind blows the sand everywhere. Animals hide behind the trees or under the sand away from the storm. The camera is too big to hide, but don't worry, it's wrong. Pretty eyes are not just for looks, they are so help protect its eyes from the sun.
After the sunset, it gets cold and dark in the desert. Now is the time when some other animals become active in the darkness. The cheetah walks around and look for its meal. It has very good night vision, so that it can look for its prey more easily.
The desert snake hides itself down at the sand by shaking its body from side to side. The snake will soon be hidden and ready to strike its prey. As the night is growing late, it's getting colder, but the sadness.
In the Sahara Desert. The Sahara Desert is a place where only 250 millimeters of rain falls in a year. The temperature is terribly high in the daytime, but it can also fall below 9 degrees at night. However, it's an amazing place full of excitement and wonder, where a variety of animals survive in their own way.
Spend the day in the Sahara Desert, the sun begins to rise, it brings heat and energy to the dry land.
The animals get up from a long night of sleep and begin to move. The beetle enjoys the sun and lowers its head to drink the dew which has fallen off its back.
A cool night in the desert has made the lizard's body cold. The lizard warms itself up on a rock before it can be active. The sandy grouse or desert bird gather water in its feathers and take it back to its babies.
When the sun is burning the sand and taking the last drop of water away, desert animals look for shade. The fennec fox walks across the sand and hides under a tree to take a break. Its fur can reflect the desert heat. Its feet are also covered with fur so that it can walk on the hot sand.
Suddenly a sandstorm comes. The strong wind blows the sand everywhere. Animals hide behind the trees or under the sand away from the storm. The camera is too big to hide, but don't worry.
It's so pretty and wishes are not just for looks, they also protect its eyes from the sun. After the sunset, it's very cold and dark in the desert. Now is the time when some other animals look productive. In the darkness, the cheetah walks around and it has really good night vision, so it can look for more easily. The desert snake hides itself down into the sand by shaking its body from side to side. The snake will soon be hidden and ready to strike its prey. As the night is growing late, it's getting colder, but the Sahara Desert never.
The Sahara Desert is a place where only 2,000 millimeters of rain falls in a year. The temperature is terribly high in the time, but it can also fall below 0 degrees Celsius at night. However, it's an amazing place full of excitement and wonder, where a variety of animals survive in their own way. Let's spend the day in the Sahara Desert.
The sun begins to rise. It brings hidden energy to the dry land. The animals get up from a long night of sleep and begin to move.
The beetle enjoys the sun and lowers its head to drink the dew which has fallen off its back. A cool night in the desert has made the lizard's body cold. The lizard warms itself up on a rock before it can be active. The sand grouse, a desert bird, gathers water in its feather and takes it back to its babies.
When the sun is burning the sand and taking the last drop of water away, desert animal looks for shade.
The fennec fox walks across the sand and hides under a tree to take a break. Its fur can reflect the desert heat. Its feet are also covered with wool so that it can work on the hot sand.
Suddenly a sandstorm comes, the strong wind blows the sand everywhere, and animals hide behind the trees or under the sand away from the storm.
The comet is too big to hide, but don't worry, its long pretty eyelids are not just for looks, they also help protect its eyes from the sand.
After the sun sets, it gets cold and dark in the night. Now is the time when some other animals become
In the darkness, the tuna walks around and looks for its meal. It has really good night vision so that it can look for its prey more easily. The giant snake hides itself down into the sand by shaking its body from side to side. This snake will soon be hidden and ready to strike its prey.
As the night is growing late, it's getting colder, but the Sahara Desert never sleeps.
The Sahara Desert places are only 250 meters of the rainfall in the year. The temperature is terribly high in the day and night, but it can also fall below 0 centigrade at night. However, it's an amazing place full of the excitement and the wonder where the variety of animals survive in their own way. Let's spend the day in the Sahara Desert. The sun began to rise. It brings heat and energy to the dry land. The animals gather from a long night of sleep and begin to move. The beetle enjoys the sun while it has to bring the dew which has fallen each of it. A cool night in the desert has made the lizard body cold. The lizard warms itself up on a rock before it can be active. The sand grass of the desert bird gather water in its feeder and take it back to its base. When the sun is burning and the sun is taking the last of the water, the desert animals look for shade. The phoenix walks across the sand and hides under the tree to take a break. Its fur can reflect the desert heat. Its feet are also covered with fur so that it can walk on the hot sand.
Suddenly a sandstorm comes, the strong wind blows the sand everywhere. Animals hide behind the trees or under the sand away from the storm.
The camera is too big to hide the dormery. It's completely obvious not to look. They also have to dive from the sand.
After the sandstorm darts, now is the time when the sun become active. Nie do końca czytała Sorone Luz Police Me jest wielguna widzą so that they can look for this reason.
The desert snake hides itself down into the sand by shaking its body from side to side. This snake will soon be hidden and ready to strike its prey. As the night is growing late, it's getting colder, but the Sahara Desert never sleeps.
All day in the Sahara Desert. A Sahara Desert is a place where only 250 millimeters of rain falls in a year. The temperature is terribly high in the daytime, but it can also fall below 0 degree at night. However, it's an amazing place, full of excitement and wonder, where a variety of animals survive in their own way. Let's spend the day in the Sahara Desert.
The sun begins to rise. It brings heat and energy to the dry land. The animals get up from a long night of sleep and begin to move.
The beetle enjoys the sun and lowers its head to drink the dew which has fallen off its back. A cool night in the desert has made the lizard body cold. The lizard warms itself up on a rock before it can be active. The sand grows up. A desert bird gathers water in its feeder and takes it back to its babies.
When the sun is burning the sand and taking the last drop of water away, desert animals look for shade. The fennec fox walks across the sand and hides under a tree to take a break. Its fur can reflect the desert heat. Its feet are also covered with wool so that it can walk on the hot sand.
Suddenly a sandstorm comes, the strong wind blows the sand everywhere. Animals hide behind the trees or under the sand away from the storm.
The camera is too big to hide, but don't worry, it's a pretty isolation and one look. They also protect her eyes from the sand. After the sunset, it gets cold and dark in the desert. Now is the time when some other animal become active.
A day in the Sahara Desert.
The Sahara Desert is a place where only 250 millimeters of rain falls in the year.
The temperature is terribly high in the daytime, but it can also fall down along the sea at night. However, it's an amazing place full of excitement and wonder where a variety of animals survive in the one-way search in the daytime silent desert.
The sun begins to rise, it bringing a heat and energy to the dry land, and the animals get up from a long night of sleep and begin to move.
The beetle enjoys the sun and lowers its head to drink the dew which has fallen off its back. A cool night in the desert has made the lizard's body cold. The lizard warms itself up on a rock before it can be active. The sand grows. A desert bird gathers water in its feathers and takes it back to its babies.
When the sun is burning the sand and taking the last drop of water away, desert animals look for shade. The fennec fox walks across the sand and hides under a tree to take a break.
It's a common with the desert in its feeders so that it can
Suddenly a thunderstorm comes, the strong wind blows and the clouds everywhere. Animals hide behind the trees or under the sand away from the storm.
The camel is too big to hide, but don't worry, its long pretty eyelids are not just for looks. They are help protect its eyes from the sun.
After the sun sets, it gets cold and dark in the desert. Now is the time when some other animals become active. In the darkness, the cheetah walks around and looks for its meal. It has really good night vision, so that it can look for its prey more easily. The desert snake hides itself down into the sand by snaking its body from side to side.
The snake will soon be hidden and ready to strike in prey. As the night growing, it gets colder, but Sahara Desert never sleeps.